Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I've been recently looking at Snapchat and it's been an interesting stock this past year, which is kind of overdue for a breakout. Which direction will it go? Well, let's try to break that down. So I'm gonna grab my computer really quick and we'll decide in just a bit. Alright guys, so now that we are on my computer and on Thinkorswim with Snapchat pulled up on the 1 year 1 day chart, I really want to break down the technicals first. What we see on with the price patterns, what we see on the RSI, and what we see on the MACD. But anyways, let's take a look at the price action here first. Now, if we actually see overall on the 1 year 1 day chart, we actually see that this stock has consolidated since August of last year of 2019. Oh, sorry, July of 2019, close to August. It's been consolidating all the way until March, which is the present day when I'm filming this video. So we don't see kind of any strong movements upwards or downwards, which kind of tells me that this stock it's due for a breakout, either on the upside or on the downside. Now, whether this stock has potential to go on the upside is a question to be asked, or if it actually has the potential to go on the downside is another question to be asked and to be figured out. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can break that down with the information we see on the MACD and the RSI. And overall, if we actually expand to the 2 year 1 day chart, we'll have more information, which will be crucial to where this stock is going to go in the future. Now, whether this stock is a long-term play or a short-term play, it's another question. And in this video, if you stick to the end, I'm going to break down that exactly. So we see that the stock has been consolidating since August of 2019, and now it's around the low points of that consolidation. As we see here, we see kind of the bottom trend line. It's been bouncing up as it has risen all the way up to 1976 as its high within the year. So it's right there. We take a look at the simple moving averages, which if you don't know about the simple moving averages, I have a video breaking down so you can fully understand that. I'll put a card right now so you can go to that if you want to watch that. But anyways, we see that the 20 and the 50 are about to cross. Price action is already below the 200 SMA line, which tells me that this bearish pattern is kind of a strong pattern. Now, of course, this stock has potential to go all the way back to $18 with the information that we just with the information we just uncovered here. But as we see on the RSI, we see that it's kind of oversold. Now, as it's been before, it's been around this general area and been oversold, and prices have managed to drive up to a high of 1976. The MACD is also showing signs of lost momentum, as we see here, rather than gaining, which kind of explains the price action pattern here. We don't see any divergence right about now, any major divergence, and I also think it has to do with the consolidation that we've been seeing over this past month since August of 2019. But anyways, I for one, if you want to know my opinion, I for one think that this stock may go down. Now let's expand to the 2 year 1 day chart so we can see, we can have a bit more information whether this stock is going to go up or down, and whether it's going to be a long-term play or a short-term play. So now that we see this longer-term chart here, we see that there's a gap that's been pointed out here, as you can see. And now Snapchat has a history of actually filling its gaps rather quickly. The thing with this one that's really interesting is that the gap hasn't been filled since February of last year. So in a year, this stock has gone up quite a bit. And so if we look at the gap back here, where it's quite obvious here, we see that it's filled quite quickly. It goes down, manages to pull back up, 200-day, respects the 200-day SMA, and then goes on its downtrend further. Well, we're not seeing any gaps, major gaps, besides these here that they do tend to get filled quickly. Here we see some divergence here that I've pointed out in previous videos, but this doesn't really have any major, actually it kind of does, since this gap here is around that same price, around 744. Now, taking into consideration that there's a gap that hasn't been filled in practically a year, and Snapchat's
has a history of filling its gaps quite quickly. I mean, this stock has been testing resistance levels around $18, $19, as we see here on the 2-year. There's a resistance around that same level, also indicating a double top. So I ultimately think with the SMAs and pointing down, showing bearish signs, I just think that this stock has potential to be traded in a long-term play. So 2 months, I would say, or 3 months. We'll have to see how strong these movements are going forward. If there's high trading volume, prices are going to tend to fluctuate a lot more in the shorter time frame. So we have to take into consideration here. But I do think this is a short-term play here. A long-term play that if you take a short position on the stock, you can make quite a bit. Or if you even look at the option chain, you can make even more.
Alright guys, so now that we've broken down Snapchat and now you have a clear picture of what I see on the stock chart, maybe you can go ahead and form a better decision with the information that you didn't know before. But anyways, if you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up, as it does help out with the growth of the channel. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video, just subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can be informed whenever I upload new videos. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.